How y'all doing? Not tonight, I guess this morning. It's early morning. I just came live because usually when I get in my situations or whatever you want to call it, I usually go quiet. Hey Phoenix, how you doing tonight? Hey Dolly Bear. Um, whatever place I be in, I always end up staying offline for a long period of time or whatever. And I'm just trying not to do that. Um, not coming on and saying anything, though I don't have a whole lot to talk about. And truth be told, I don't really want to be on here. But it is what it is. Hey Kareem, how you doing this morning? What you doing up anyways? And you supposed to be driving the babies in the morning, this morning. Yeah, usually I don't like to come on here. It probably will be another week or whatever. I don't have a whole lot to say. I ain't been nowhere. Well, not really anywhere, but I haven't did anything that I usually talk to y'all about on here. None of my situations ain't changed. Nothing's different. No conversations been had. None of that. And not because like um not because I can't. Just right now it's just I just choose I want to be quiet. That's all. Um yeah. Um Hi hell of a Jean. um Hi everyone. Did you have a great day? I tried. I tried. You had to use the restroom. Okay, Corinne, that's a good reason. You can call me Vahelia. Okay. All right, Vahelia. I hope I'm saying that right. Because I can butcher a name. Um Hi Phoenix, how are you doing today? But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say to y'all. Like I said, I'm just trying to stay in the mode of not sabotaging myself. Um, Come on and put a video. Um, I don't feel like making no shorts right now because y'all know that's usually what I do, but I don't feel like doing any of that right now because I don't have I don't have it in me to make a those voices that I do whenever I'm talking or whatever through my shorts or whatever. I'm literally talking in the mood that I'm in at that point, and so right now I ain't in no mood to be doing no videos, and I know nobody don't want to hear me on the short talking like this right here in a monotone voice. So, um, yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't even feel like turning the camera around. I did record. I did go out somewhere today. Um, that was a pretty good experience, but I'm like a person like something's going on with me. It's just I don't feel like laughing. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like being around people. I know nothing. It's just like I just want to sit with what happened and like why did this happen? Um, could I have done something different? And of course, I can say Yeah, I could have done something different. But it worked out the way that it did. Things happened the way they did. So you're healing. That's what you're doing. You're going to spend time healing, and you can't either heal off camera or on camera with us. All have healing to do. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even. I don't know what to say. Yeah. This is the last thing I expected to happen. I mean, like, just going through the situation over and over again. Like, I thought about it 550 different ways all night. Um, and still, hmm. Yeah, I don't. I'm not absolutely sure like what season of my life I'm in. It's just like whatever I'm trying to do, whatever I'm trying. Like I'm trying to like not be so closed in and like stay away from everybody and just like shut myself off for. But it seemed like when I open myself up to like do stuff like that, where I'm trying to like get out and like be around people, it's like something always there's something um it's like there's something that comes along and like destroys it. So I don't know. Um, Korean, and what you saw was absolute, absolutely happiness on that night that you saw us there. Absolute happiness. It was like the greatest thing ever. It was like the greatest blessing um in the moment. And just the both of us was just like so thankful to God that we ran into this situation. And I told you all from the beginning that my son was going to bring me wood from his job, but their job switched up to go and do something else. And I just found it to be such a blessing. And I wouldn't take away from that and say that it was not a blessing to run into that wood. Because if you all could see this wood, I mean, it's like maybe $1,000 worth of wood free. Just um, I still would have to call it a blessing. And yes, absolutely happy and just felt so blessed. But then it's like now it's like, was it actually a blessing? Like I'm questioning, was it a blessing? It's like I don't want to have. I don't even want to deal with it. It's just like it's just there. It's just there. It's like I don't want to go in the garden. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't know. It was just like the energy that was coming from her when she was talking to me was like as if I was trying to take something from her. And I'm not a taker, I'm a giver. It's actually hard for me to let somebody give something to me without me trying to figure out a way that I can give back to them. Um, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. In in reality, it's like I said to y'all in a video, and Korean, you probably was there in the video that I said that I'm going to wait on God, and I believe He's going to give me the wood that I needed. And I waited, and it came in abundance. Even the wood that we went and got on the second night, because I drove a trailer there last night. Got so much more wood, but I feel like because she showed it, she showed me the spot, and I have this, and then this thing happened. It's like I don't feel comfortable using it because I feel like the energy like she was coming at me with was like I was trying to steal something from her or whatever. I don't know what it was because we haven't had a conversation. Um, and prior to me going on the live last night, um, I was set off before I even came on the first live. I had already called her and I was screaming to the top of my lungs because, like, for whatever was happening, it's like it was more than enough for me. So, um, yeah. No, you don't want the word I feel though. Yeah, I feel like I don't really want to use it. I can't say that I've completely made up my mind what I want to do, but I don't like the feeling of feeling like somebody think I stole something or I took something from them. So I don't think my mind is going to let me be at ease. I don't think I'll be able to walk into the garden and not think about this situation that happened. So I don't know. Hey T 1000. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, T 1000. Not in the best of place right now. I'm just on here, just trying to be consistent, basically. Um, it's only tainted unless you don't make up with your niece. In my mind, I know this is something that's very easily worked out. I know it is. But also too in my mind, like these situations keep happening around me. I don't know if I'm supposed to physically be around people because this is something that continuously keeps happening. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but it's like I don't want to reach out. I don't want to reach out to people. Um, I just kind of feel like, and I don't like confrontation. I don't like getting into to things with people. Period. I'm like smooth sailing, but very honest with it. The feelings that you are feeling because there is still the misunderstanding and miscommunication with Denise. True. Yeah, we haven't spoken about it, and I can on her behalf there was no screaming or yelling, but she has a heavy presence of when she do things. She don't have to raise her voice. There's you have to be around my niece to understand like the energy that she put off. She's a very very strong energy. I can be a very strong energy, but not in the way that she does. Now I can tell you that screaming and that yelling that I was doing last night on that live, I actually did that to her before I came on the live. I can say that I did do that. Mm, no, don't do that. I don't want to be forced to have a conversation with somebody. I don't want to do that. And I'm gonna say, with all honesty, I love my niece, and she is a very caring and giving person. Um, but I don't think right now is the right time for us to talk to each other because I don't see. Do I see us like never talking to each other? No, I don't. I don't see that. But I don't understand how we got, how did I end up getting the energy that I felt? I just don't understand that. And I feel like I'm so light on my feet with her that it's just sometimes the heaviness just comes out and just like, I don't know. I don't know. Anything in my eyesight has meaning and remembrance. Corinne, you know what? You're right. That's exactly why I'm dealing with triggers today. You're right. I take back what I said. Even if it's fixed, she would feel bad with the wood. Yeah, that's just one. That's one of my things right now. It's like even if me and her have the conversation right now, there is the wood has a meaning now, and to me, it's like it's tainted. I'm never ever going to forget. Can this situation go away, and can we move past it? Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. And I've told my niece over and over again about this thing called love. Love is not something that you can turn on and you can turn off. I don't care how much I scream, how much I yell, and what we say to each other. It doesn't mean that I turn my love off. It's just there has to be a separation right now. If I put that wood there, I'm never, I'm never going to forget what happened during the time that I got that wood, and I'm just going to keep thinking about it over and over and over again. And that's why it's not that I can't put it there, it's just that's not what I want when I walk into my garden. My garden is my place of where I go to, and I have peace when I go out there. That's the place that I go to where I put my hands in the soil. And when I walk away from there, I feel like I left whatever I had going on out in the garden in the times that I can go out there. And so now, yeah, I've thrown many things away that have reminded me of too many things and too many memories I don't want to hold on to. Hey, T. Sherelle. I'm just being that was African. I'm not one to talk because I'm without almost my entire family. There's no talking to. Well, um, Phoenix, that's pretty much what's happening to me. Um, I haven't come back and I don't update you all about none of the things that I've talked to you all about. And I don't come and update y'all with none of those things because everything still remains the same. Nothing about any of those situations have changed. I'm still in the same place. I'm still out here by myself. And it really feel like I try and stay away from people because I don't want the situations where I cause you strife or I cause you to feel some type of way. I'm a fixer. I like fixing things. I don't like destroying them. And so, me saying that I want to be by myself or I feel like I need to choose to be by myself. And this is somewhere that a lot of people around me have tried to pull me from this place because I'll make up 5,000 excuses not to go somewhere with people. And I do those things because, for one, it avoids me the headache and the conflict between me and my husband when I go somewhere, which hasn't worked out for me. So then I go on this journey, okay? In order for me to win that, I have to do the opposite. of that. Now I've tried to do the opposite of that because I've been doing that for years and years and years. I don't want the conflict because he don't want me to go nowhere. So I'm just going to stay here and I'm just going to do this and do this and do this. So now I go against that. That voice gets quieter. But then it's like I'm trying to go and do things and like keep myself moving around and not just staying still and doing the opposite of what everybody want me to do. Um, and it's like this thing that I thought was working for me, I feel like has now turned into working against me. So I'm back at square one. Um, Kanita, this has nothing to do with Shalissa. I don't know how you got that, but this has nothing to do with Shalissa. Nothing to talk to her. I'm talking about my niece, and you talking about my sister. I'm sure you have prayed for the right space and time to have a real discussion. Um, absolutely, I have for the right time. Um, to have the discussion. And I don't think either one. It's hard for either one of us to have a conversation because we have hard conversations all the time. But in all honesty, it's like being very truthful. Sometimes talking to my niece is like she's so used to like talking heavy to people. And I've dealt with that all my life. So it's like sometimes maybe I'm putting up with it more than I should. And I don't say enough. And then it's like I let it get to a build up. And then maybe I'm more offended than I should be. I don't know. That's a conversation that we would have to have. But a conversation that I don't want to have right now. Right now, I just want to sit with what I have. I got a lot of pressure on me already. Y'all already know. I've been coming on here at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had 2 good days of where I went to sleep. And it got good. And as soon as I get to that place of where I'm peace is coming back in my life again, then this happened. And so all right now is I'm looking for is my peace back. Um, that's all I want. Yep, Kanita, we were definitely, and that was very genuine. You all seeing us Right. I mean, it was a good time for us to be out there because we pulled that wood, and when you get those the wood and stuff from out of those dumpsters and stuff, they have a lot of nails in them and stuff. It's like they use it for one thing and then they like rip it apart and then they throw it away. It have a lot of nails in it. So we like got that stuff. We cut off all the excess nails and everything, and just it was a lot of work, but it was so exciting to be able to be doing it and just even dreaming about we finna get this stuff done, and God has blessed us with this beautiful thing, and then it turned into this. So what you saw on that night is for real, for real. We had an amazing day. I started that day out with a dress on, ended up changing into work clothes so we can get busy for that day. Great day. And again, ain't nothing that we can't come from right now, but I want to sit and take my time with it because my hubs had to separate a relationship with a brother narcissist that happened at the cross of us losing all of our nieces. Nonetheless, my husband felt it necessary that there was too much devil in him. I just am getting caught up. I'm so sorry. I hear you about nothing has changed and you're still alone, but you're not alone. And when I say that, Phoenix, I'm talking about like physically. I'm I still can't. If I'm talking physically, I'm still not alone. Alone. You ever heard the saying that you can be? I'm here, and there's at least 6 people here around me. Not in the same place that I'm in, but there's people around me. You ever heard the saying like you can be in the room with a million people and you still alone? So even though there's people here and there's nothing people can do to change it. I've been telling y'all from the beginning. I've always been the little girl sitting in the corner with a room full of people, and I'm still there by myself. So I don't think it's not a physical thing that a whole bunch of humans or something can do for me. You know how they say like if you have a baby that cries because they hungry or they need a diaper change, if their needs never get met, the baby will shut off its emotions because nobody's coming to the rescue. And so I feel like there's so many things that I've reached out for. And because my hand done been slapped so many times, I just want to sit with it. And a part of me, I want my heart. Sometimes I'm begging for my heart to turn like a stone because I really want to hate people sometimes. I do. I really do want to. Because God knows some of the things that I've been through. I should hate. I should hate this world. I look at my phone ring today. I can see my daddy trying to call me. And I don't want a phone call from him. I don't want to hear from him because I don't want the same thing that I've been getting all my life. I'm rejecting that. I'm not for, I don't want love that try to be bought with money. Money is not that interesting to me. If it were, I wouldn't be sitting here with little twists in my hair, my little spotted shirts and everything. None of that stuff don't interest me. I don't want him to call me and ask me about my garden because I know that's stuff that interests him. It's like I've been poured into an interest. And to be honest with you, me being out in the garden, I know that that comes from, that's a piece of my dad that was passed down to me. And I don't throw it away because I love going out in the garden. But it's also something that right now at this moment, I don't want to share with him because, and I got no answer. I got no, I care about you. So I don't want you to call me and ask me about my garden because my garden is my place of healing that I don't want to share with you right now. And so when he calls, I intentionally decline the phone calls because I don't want to share with you. And the things that I did want to share with you, I got my hand slapped. There's things also with my husband that I don't want to share with him because I done got my hand slapped. I got kids I don't want to be around. Why? I got my hand slapped. And so for me, I feel like if I just let me stay by myself all my life, and I'm going to say it goes back as far as I remember. It's like everything that I don't deserve it for. I told y'all about the first time I was kidnapped and brought back home by a grown man, and I got whooped for it at the age of 6. So it doesn't matter if I'm trying to tell the truth or something, or I'm trying to explain to somebody how I feel. It's like everything I feel is thrown in the garbage and slapped on the ground. So when I'm in this mode where I'm in right now, I don't want to bring somebody else. I don't want to bring anybody in it and make it bigger than what it already is. I just want to sit with it and I want to be by myself until it doesn't hurt anymore. So for me, it's like I have people that are around me or that I see, but I'm still alone. Still. And it doesn't matter. Like, I try, hey, misunderstood. I try to come on here, um, and I try not to share my tears with y'all. And I always tell y'all, this is not a channel where I would say to you all, don't cry or no, none of that. And as hard as I can be sometimes, I still get sad. I still get my feelings hurt. And so I'm alone in the physical, and I swear every step of the way that I'm walking, I'm asking God to help me because I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. But it's like This year has been loss after loss after loss, stress after stress after stress. And I don't know what I can do to change it besides pray about it. So it's like everywhere I try to turn, I'm searching for my happiness, but it keep running away. So I got all of the things that happened this year. None of it, none of it is resolved. So I don't want to create one more thing that's unresolved. So just kind of, you know, exist. Hopefully, really soon, I'll get to a place where, because I love to laugh and I love to smile, but I don't like to be fake. I don't like to be fake. So when I come on here, I have to give y'all, because this is life with Tashanna over here. And life, know it be life over here sometimes. But I can't fake. And I can't pretend like it's something that it really ain't. So no, I want people to come over here and I want this to be a place where you see the smile every day, to hear the jokes and the laughs, walking around out in the yard. A lot of days I don't feel like walking through the yard. And that's another story all in its own. Hey, Nisi. Um, I don't know what this is. I ain't trying to blame anybody else for it or no nothing, but these waves be coming. And I'm just so ready for it to be done. I don't know what this season is. It's like everything I don't want to happen is happening. I don't want to take medicine to sleep. I just want to do it the natural way. But whatever this season is in my life, it's like everything and all the people in it, it's not meshing together. I don't know what that is. And God knows I'm trying to figure it out. But it is what it is for right now. And see, this is another thing. I'm actively saying, because obviously my niece knows that I'm on live right now. And I have said, I don't want to have the conversation right now. But I'm getting text messages saying to me that they headed to my place right now. That's not what I want. I don't want to be forced to do anything. I am a full grown adult. I don't want to be forced to have a conversation. I'm not going to be forced to have a conversation. And so I don't know where that's going to go, because the same way you would like your boundaries to be respected, I want my boundaries to be respected. I don't want you to come here and have a conversation with me um right now. I don't. I don't understand what this is to solve tonight. Cuz it doesn't matter what happens tonight. I still feel the way I feel. Again, I always give everybody the boundaries and stuff that they want, the wishes and stuff they want. I don't ever have nobody that when I say how I feel about something, that I can have my wishes respected. I just don't. And now I have to be forced. I said I don't want to have the conversation with you tonight, but you still here and you gonna force me to have a conversation with you. I don't want to talk right now. And then this is the thing. When I stand and hold my boundaries, it's still like it creates something on the inside of me, like I'm wrong for creating boundaries for myself. Now, true enough, she came out here and she wanted to have a conversation because my niece just showed up here and she's knocking on my door this time in the morning. There was not an invite. I didn't say it was okay to come over here. She drove out here, and that's a quite a bit of a drive for her to come out here. But still, it put me in a situation of now like I feel guilty that she came all the way out here, and I don't want to have the conversation. Um, and again, I can go back to the other night. This conversation could have been had and worked out the other night. I'm not good with people hanging up in my ear, and especially for something that I still look at it and say, I didn't deserve to be hung up on. in that situation. I didn't. But yet and still, I feel guilty. And I'm here to tell you that just in this group alone, there has been some stressful stuff that been going on. Point blank period. All of us have been in a place of unrest and uncomfortableness. And it is very uncomfortable for me to create these boundaries for myself. Now, Dolly, I don't want to punch you, but I don't have anything to laugh about right now. There's a okay.
You need to call you?
Yes,
What happened?
nothing.
What ever doing?
She came over here because she wanted to come over here.
She don't come in this fence no more. If you want to talk to her, you gotta talk to her out
Okay,
there. Yeah.
I'm on live,
Okay.
so
She don't come in this fence no more. That's the last time.
mm, okay. And then there's another thing. You see what I'm saying? Everything. It doesn't matter what happens. I can have nothing, nothing to do with anything. But the same way that just happened, then now the other the husband now comes out here and got something to say to me about somebody else coming over here as if I don't live here too. And that's what I'm talking about is I can be here but I'm alone. I'm in this by myself. Like he whole come out here and it's an attitude at me like I ain't like I'm a little fucking kid or something and I ain't allowed to have company or something and he gets to choose and decide who I want to talk to and who I don't want to talk to. And the shit is crazy. Just crazy. And then I can create those boundaries and say what I don't want to happen. And then everything is my fault. I didn't text anybody and tell anybody to show up here. You showed up on your own, and now it's my fault because I there was no words spoken between us tonight. I didn't ask nobody to come here. I didn't ask nobody to give me no phone call. I haven't answered the phone. I haven't talked to anybody. None today. But this is what I'm talking about. Everybody get to move the way that they want to, and then when I get to say how I feel about the situation, everything becomes my fault. Yeah, and you see, I don't necessarily want to be alone. I just happen to be surrounded by a bunch of selfish people that can only think about what they want for themselves, and it's like whatever Shauna want, she don't get none of that. She just have to move whatever way that they want Shauna to move all the time. Everything is always about everybody else. Always. And I end up feeding into it every time. You come out here with a whole attitude because somebody's here knocking on the door at me, telling me who can't come over here in this yard. But then I'll forget. And yes, I have to bring up this shit because remember when the whole girl was here living here at the address and I wanted her to be gone. I kept being the finger kept being pointed at me that everything was my fault. And I didn't want her here, but she kept having to be here. See, when I get to places like this that thing where I told you when I get to and there's a lot of pressure put on me like this right here, it make me start thinking of stupid shit to do. And I'm sitting here and you mean to I can't sit here and just simply talk to the people here on YouTube about what I'm feeling like. I haven't left out of the shed that I'm in. I haven't touched anybody, but yet some kind of way somebody mad at me. when it gets the way it is, time to reevaluate yourself and then ask yourself, this is not what I am not going to deal with in my life for the rest of my life. Life is supposed to be happy and less stress. Uh, yeah. Um, I think I'm gonna get off because I need to make some phone calls because this is not a good place for me right now. It's not a good place for me. And I don't like up and running, but there's a lot of pressure on me right now. And when I get in a place like this right here, I want to make people feel the pain that I feel. And it's not the me person. But it's always easy for somebody to disturb my peace. And I never try to do that to anybody. But who would have thought, not one time, but two times? And I didn't ask for either one. But once again, this is my fault.